1. Lying tongue. The truth hurts but God sees us whole. Rev 21-8. But the cowardly, the unbelieving, the vile, the murderers, the sexually immoral, those who practice magic arts, the idolaters and all liars, they will be consigned to the fiery lake of burning sulfur. This is the second death. Exodus chapter 23 verse 1. Do not spread false reports. Do not help a guilty person by being a malicious witness. Psalms 34-13. Keep your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking deceit, lie. Proverbs chapter 12 verse 22. The Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in people who are trustworthy. Lying is one of the deadly sin that God detests. God deals gently with people who lie. One of the commandments is thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. John chapter 8 verse 44. You belong to your father, the devil, and you want to carry out your father's desires. He was a murderer from the beginning, not holding to the truth, for there is no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks his native language, for he is a liar and the father of lies. 2. Flattering tongue. Flattering words are compliments or speech that are insincere praise. This exaggerated words are used to take advantage of someone. Proverbs chapter 29 verse 5-6. Those who flatter their neighbors are spreading nets for their feet. Evildoers are snared by their own sin, but the righteous shout for joy and are glad. A liar and a flatterer are out to destroy. It doesn't matter how good their words are or how convincing they sound. Proverbs chapter 28 verse 23. Whoever rebukes a person will in the end gain favor rather than one who has a flattering tongue. Job chapter 32 verse 21-22. I will show no partiality, nor will I flatter anyone, for if I were skilled in flattery, my Maker would soon take me away. A flattering tongue is a deceitful tongue, it is a form of lying. 2. The overused tongue. This is talking a lot of words without thinking. One ends up lying and sinning with their words. Think first before you talk. Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 3. A dream comes when there are many cares, and many words mark the speech of a fool. Proverbs chapter 10 verse 18. Whoever conceals hatred with lying lips and spreads slander is a fool. 21. The lips of the righteous nourish many, but fools die for lack of sense. Matthew chapter 5 verse 37. But let your yes be yes, and your no, no. For whatever is more than these is from the evil one. Be quick to hear but slow to speak and slow to anger. 3. Swift tongue. A tongue that's quick to respond, talk or gossip. Proverbs chapter 18 verse 13. Spouting off before listening to the facts is both shameful and foolish. People with a swift tongue do not check the authenticity or clarity of information before responding. It's important to listen and think before responding to avoid saying the wrong and sinful thing. 4. Tale-bearing tongue. Backbiting. When people speak behind other people's back, they can't go to them with the accusations, for they are usually not true. Proverbs chapter 6 verse 16. A false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. Proverbs chapter 11 verse 13. A gossip betrays a confidence, but a trustworthy person keeps a secret. Proverbs chapter 18 verse 8. The words of a gossip are like choice morsels. They go down to the inmost parts. 5. Slandering tongue. This is speaking badly about a person without caring whether it is true or not. James chapter 3 verse 15-16. The practice of slander is demonic. People who engage in slandering other people are being led by demons, not the Spirit of God. The root of slander is a heart that is either wayward or completely unconverted. Psalms 101-5. Whoever slanders their neighbor in secret, I will put to silence. Whoever has haughty eyes and a proud heart, I will not tolerate. Psalms 50-20. You sit and testify against your brother and slander your own mother's son. When you did these things and I kept silent, you thought I was exactly like you. But I now arraign you and set my accusations before you. 6. Proud tongue. A haughty, arrogant tongue, boastful and proud. The proud tongue speaks so highly of oneself as if others are not significant. Proverbs chapter 27 verse 2. Let someone else praise you, and not your own mouth, an outsider, and not your own lips. Proverbs chapter 16 verse 5. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Be humble and let the Lord uplift you. 7. Gossiping tongue, evil whispering. A gossiping tongue talks behind other people's back, engaging in conversation about others when they are not present. Most of the things talked about are not true. The details in the tales are not yet confirmed to be real, yet the gossiping tongues utters them with confidence. Proverbs chapter 15 verse 4. A gentle tongue is a tree of life, but perverseness in it breaks the spirit. Proverbs chapter 18 verse 8. The words of a gossip are like choice morsels. They go down to the inmost parts. 8. Piercing tongue. This is a way of communication where a person uses indirect words to convey a message to you. They pretend to be speaking of someone else but indirectly speaking about you. Proverbs chapter 12 verse 18. The words of the reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. 9. Cursing tongue, evil speaking. We should use our tongue to bless and not to curse. Romans chapter 12 verse 14. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse. 1 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 12. We work hard with our own hands. When we are cursed, we bless. When we are persecuted, we endure it. 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 9. Do not repay evil with evil or insult with insult. On the contrary, repay evil with blessing, because to this you were called so that you may inherit a blessing. People who curse will not inherit the kingdom of heaven. Psalms 10:7. His mouth is full of curses and deceit, and oppression under his tongue is mischief and wickedness. Most people are victims of generational curse. Some people speak recklessly in a negative way without considering the consequences of the words they speak. Generational curses can only be broken through repentance, consecration, positive affirmation, prayers and fasting. Everyone should use their tongue to bless and not curse. 10. Busybody. This people always act so mightily and tries to straighten others out. They appoint themselves as monitors, meddling in other people's business that does not concern them. 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 15. But let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's matters. 2 Thessalonians chapter 3 verse 11. We hear that some among you are idle and disruptive. They are not busy, they are busybodies. 11. False accusations. They are referred to as libelers. False accusation is lying against others. Matthew 5:11. Blessed are ye, when men shall revile you, and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely, for my sake. Matthew 27:12. And when he was accused of the chief priests and elders, he answered nothing. 12. Dissimulation. This is a form of deception. The deceiving tongue. They are cunning and poses hypocrisy, i.e. calling in sick when you are not. Telling lies to cover up their mistakes. 2 Kings chapter 10 verse 19. Now summon all the prophets of Baal, all his servants and all his priests. See that no one is missing, because I am going to hold a great sacrifice for Baal. Anyone who fails to come will no longer live. But Jehu was acting deceptively in order to destroy the servants of Baal. 1 Samuel chapter 21 verse 13. So he pretended to be insane in their presence, and while he was in their hands he acted like a madman, making marks on the doors of the gate and letting saliva run down his beard. Let's avoid the sins of the tongue so we can fulfill God's will. Most of these sins of the tongue become addictive. So in every addiction you need to fast and pray.